You're the one who starts it.
Ellerium Games podcast, episode 9. Finally, it's taken us 2 months to get to it.
Feels like it this morning.
It's been a while. Very good morning. We have a special guest today. We have Iona.
Hi.
Hello, Iona. How are you today?
I'm good. How's you?
I'm alright. How was your journey in all the way from beautiful sunny Elgin?
Oh, not bad.
Yeah.
She's had the pleasure of watching us do our morning podcast ritual.
What, shout and scream at each other and try to stab each other with things and spoons.
Throwing things at each other. Explaining how you're wrong, as always.
I said that you were right though.
When?
Ah! You were saying I was wrong, that I said you were right.
I was like, when did you
Ah!
That's wrong. You're wrong. Anyway, how's things been? You've done quite a lot last week.
Have I?
Yeah, you've been at Money Games Jam.
Money Game Jam.
You've been busy playing games, watching TV. Got a lot to talk about.
I wouldn't consider that busy playing games and watching
For
TV.
you it is. For your life.
Yeah, so we had a team of 4 for the Murray Game Jam this year. Iona joined us for the first time this year. For those of you who don't know, Iona is part of our regular game group at Ellerium Games. She is very, very good at games, but she joined us for the first time this year. And
what did you think?
It was an interesting experience.
Yeah, because you could spend a whole weekend with Karen.
Yeah. No, it wasn't that bad. It's just it's very intensive. Like, kind of focused on it most of the time.
well,
And making a game.
we would have been if we didn't have a little puppy dog jumping out going.
That'd be Karen.
Mm.
Yeah. And one amusing or interesting thing that came out of that was I got to see his goddamn Dream Girl on Wednesday because he brought his laptop in to justify it to me.
Are you joking?
Hey, he came in and he's like, do you want to see Dream Girl? I'm like, why? He's like, well, because Breck's said it wrong, so I want to make sure.
I said it wrong.
So he opened his laptop and he's like, and he went to folders and then he showed me all the pictures that he's used to splice, and I'm like, nah, you're a psychopath. Like, let's not do this again.
Did I say it wrong? I think my comments were he's a psychopath and he's created a Frankenstein woman that's apparently his dream girl.
The face was interesting because it was at least semi-decent, but the body with the big lips and the weird. I was like, alright, I'm out. So I asked him not to
I
show
can't
me.
believe he's perpetuating that.
If I might as well get out in front of it.
Stop digging deeper.
Nah, you might as well get in front of it. You've opened him and now you've put him out there, so you might as well just take it and own it.
I was going to go easy on him this week.
Nah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So who took control on my game jam then? Who was in charge?
Well, I tried to be just to try to keep everybody
So there were
focused.
2 power women gamers there, and you tried to be in charge
Well, not just be in charge, but try to keep the focus
on game.
going.
Yeah.
But it's difficult with Kerr because you can't get a thought to develop before he's like. Also, there was one point where one of us pitched an idea to the rest of the group, and everybody seemed to like it except for Kerr, who said, "No, I really don't like that." So we're like, "All right, okay." Like 2 minutes later, he pitches the same idea back to us. And thinks, what, it's his idea now? But he suddenly likes it.
It was reskinned.
It was reskinned, I'll give him that.
So it's like, oh, you guys are talking about Space Monopoly. I don't like that. But we'll do Cthulhu Monopoly.
Something like that, yeah. Anyway, but the game jam, I don't know how much of that you can use in the podcast.
We'll just put it all in. I'll leave it all in. I don't care. It's not like he listens to it anyway.
You might need to clarify for the listeners what Dream Girl actually is.
Oh yeah, so yeah, go for it.
Shall we?
Yes. So Kerr's Dream Girl.
So, right, the situation was, Kerr had his laptop there and his graphics tablet. I was going to do artwork for all the cards that we'd done for this game that we'd designed. And while I was going to save it, I thought, I'll just save it on the desktop. That'll be easy enough to find. But little did I know, like, he dumps every single thing
his computer's
on the
like
desktop.
monk.
But while I was saving it, I just noticed a wee folder that said Dream Girl. And I was like, what's that? But I thought, I'm not going to look at it. That's But I thought, I'll ask him about it. Yeah, I wish I hadn't. So I asked him about it, and he tried to explain what it was. Like he'd seen some fella creating his dream girl on YouTube by taking parts of other women from different photographs and putting them together and photoshopping them together.
Killer.
Right, but I imagine this other guy had like good skills at Photoshop,
yeah.
whereas Kerr looks like he's just cut out magazines and
Use
go
MS
like you like
paint.
yeah you or use like a Pritt stick. Yeah, it was kind of creepy.
I told him that I'm pretty sure he's like before the laptop, he's now got a folder under his bed with little Polly Pockets full of different types of women and parts. Like there's like the arms part, and then there's the bodies, and
He is quite an organised chap.
I don't know, his computer was pretty rough. Like there's sticky notes all over his desktop and stuff. I'm like, why? He's like, in case I forget stuff. I'm like, one notepad, one. So yeah. So I want to tell you, I've been watching Sunny Philadelphia. I'm nearly done. At season 12. Sorry, there's only one left to go, but I'm loving it. I told Iona to watch it. Iona,
I watched half of the first episode and kind of hated it. So
Half of it?
yeah,
Why did you hate it?
very 90s sitcom, boring.
Well, they could certainly go for a sort of weird aesthetic, but the whole point of it is that they're just the worst people, and it's like watching a car crash in slow motion.
Yeah, that's kind of why I stopped.
But it's really worth continuing.
so this gets into the point. This brings.
Oh, that's right. It's one of those. If you're not going to like it, you're not going to like
This
it.
brings the point of our humour to, like when I was on about our humour the other day, that trying to watch that Beverly Loughlin, An Evening with Beverly Loughlin, that we find that funny, but I don't think many people do. And I'm thinking, you've made me like I was all right before. I was normal.
Yeah, that's an unusual movie though.
I've still not finished it yet. I've been too busy watching.
It's got a great cast.
It has. It's really good cast actually. I've been too busy watching
Sunny
and Dairy Girls.
and Love, Death and Robots.
Yes, you've not seen that
I
yet.
haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's like 20 animations.
There's like 17, 18 of them. I think it's
Yeah,
18 separate, and it's an anthology series.
They vary
So
from 2 minutes to 20
everyone's
minutes.
different, but they have a sort of running theme of Love, Death and Robots.
Yeah. Although I try to work out because they do the little roulette thing at the start, and usually one of them is either love, death, or
Yeah.
robots, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so they mix it up a bit.
Makes
But
sense.
every one, the animation is gorgeous, the
Story.
story is amazing.
Although
some of them are brutal, some of them are funny.
And the only thing I found was every single one had some form of nudity in them, except for the farming one, which was a bit of a weird thing, but hey ho. But there's some good stories in there, definitely worth a watch.
Oh yeah.
And
There isn't one. I've seen a bunch of them now, and I've enjoyed every one of them.
Watching anything else? You watching anything? Anyone?
I've been rewatching House and Farscape.
Farscape, I haven't watched that in years.
It's just on Prime.
I've got Prime. I'm not.
House, Hugh Laurie House,
Yes,
Doctor House.
like the best Sherlock Holmes adaptation.
Someone said that to
Yeah.
me. Now that's what I was
Yeah.
waiting for. I was waiting for one used to
Yeah.
say something because someone said it's an adaptation of something else.
I don't think it's overtly a Sherlock Holmes adaptation.
It's not overtly,
But it takes a lot of cues from
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes, certainly. I really loved House. I never watched it to the end though.
oh, watch it to the end.
Yeah, but it's good. Although a lot of people say, "Oh, Hugh Laurie's American accent's great." I mean, he's great in it, but I wouldn't say his American accent is great. But yeah, he's the sort of person you would imagine that would fit right in Board Game Club.
There are quite a lot of people I'd like to play board games with.
Because he would just shout at everybody, and we'd just sit there going, hee.
So I was scrolling through Netflix and I found again Burniston. So I'm
You
gonna
found
start
what?
Burniston.
Oh, did you watch the new episode of it?
No, I'm going to start watching all the way through and get to the new stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
There's just one new episode
I
of
just
it.
fancy watching it all again, which is good. So, have you seen that before?
No.
Burniston.
Is it out?
It's Glasgow sketch show.
Have you ever seen the sketch in the elevator where they're saying 11? Trying to get the voice activated elevator?
No.
Okay. 11! Go back to your own country! All that shit. It's funny,
Yeah.
it's good. But what's it? The shorter fella, he's actually a big board gamer.
Oh yeah, Robert Florence.
Yeah.
Ralph Lawrence.
He was at UK Games Expo last year.
Yeah, and I wish he'd done more. For Rock Paper Shotgun, he'd done like 3 or 4 videos doing his top 50 board games a few years back, and he got his little kid daughter, to direct it. And if you watch it through, it's really sweet because at the start she's just so quiet, but at the end she's like the star.
Nice, that's cool.
But yeah, it's he's a big board gamer, and has been for years.
Because I met him last year.
But also big video gamer as well, because he used to do the video gaming series.
Did he?
No,
I didn't know.
You ever see that video game or Gaiden?
No, I don't think so. When was that? Must be a few years ago now.
Yeah.
But that leads into what I want to discuss. We got Expo soon.
We've got the Games Expo soon.
Yeah, Games Expo. Are you ready for it?
Not right now.
But I'm not at all. Like, I've tried looking up at games that are coming, things that could be there, and realised that we're now doing Wednesday to the Sunday instead of our Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Well, Thursday we usually arrive.
We normally arrive late Thursday,
Yeah.
then we do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but we're going to be there Wednesday during the day or afternoon. Me and Chris have got a whole seminar with Asmodee on Thursday.
That's cool.
Have you got press things for everybody?
A retailer conference with Asmodee.
No, but have you got press passes for folk?
No, I've got to apply for them yet.
Right.
Get our press passes sorted out so we can get in and get things sorted. We need to decide what we're going to be looking for and stuff. It's going to be, and then what competitions or anything we're doing, any events, anything. You guys got any plans this year for anything?
No, I never. I usually go down just for the crack. And
well, like last year you took your game down, didn't you? And then the year before that you did.
We took our game down again.
Yeah, and then the one before that you were with Georgie, I think it was.
Well, we've only been.
We've been three times. Yeah, 2016, 17, 18. And this is our fourth time, yeah. So it was Georgie game for you.
Yeah. No, it's. I love going down there. It's a good trip. You were there for the first time last year,
it was amazing, actually.
You and Gabby came down.
Yeah, and we're doing the pandemic survival tournament.
Why?
Which you done at the.
We did it at the Perth one.
Tabletop Scotland.
Tabletop Scotland.
You did alright in that,
Yeah, we came like third.
Nice.
So you've got practice and plan.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard, I guess, to plan for that because it's kind of they set the deck specifically, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And so it's like 5 teams or 10 teams all doing it at the same time based off the same deck.
So were you putting a team with other people?
No, it's just me and Gabby. It's teams of 2.
All right, cool.
Which I think would be much easier playing that game because I hate to have to argue with 2 other people on top of that.
See, I can argue like a room full of people I'm arguing with in a room by myself.
I could argue as well, but the point is we'd spend the whole time arguing, and we'd start, we'd argue, and they'd be like, damn, I'm like, what? Alright, we didn't move it.
But at least we would have fun.
Oh, we would, yeah. Nobody else would. We would.
I'm trying to think of what games we've been playing recently.
I played Sentry for the first time.
Did you?
Sentry.
What one?
Both of them. Well, okay, so we
with
played...
Eric?
Yeah, Eric brought them in, so we played Sentry...
Did you play both of them together?
We played the first one on its own with just the cards.
The Spice Road.
Then we played...
You didn't like that, did you?
It's very dry, it's very mechanical.
I quite liked it.
I liked it because it was dry and mechanical.
Yeah, it was just do it, go. We played that one, then we played the mix of the two.
Yeah.
And then we played is it Eastern whatever on its own?
Yeah, I haven't played that one.
I think
they're bringing out another one.
They're bringing out New World, so you can. The thing is, so played the first one, that was good. Played the mix of two, was okay. Played what are they called? Spice Road and Eastern Shore or something. The second one, Eastern Shore, we played it on its own, and there's no cards involved, and you've just got moving, and it just seemed very. Like for me, if a strategy game comes up, I'm like, all right, there's a strategy, or I'm like, I've got this.
Yeah, you're pretty quick that
I
way.
was like I was taking 6 minutes a turn. I'm staring at the board like I don't know, I haven't a clue. And like there was so many colours because there's cubes everywhere, and there's cubes on the board, cubes in the tiles, and I was like, and I'm like, and Kerr's going faster than me, and I'm getting really annoyed because Kerr's going faster than me. And I was like, it's starting to egg me up, like. So I was just like,
yeah, Kerr's generally the
slowest player.
Yeah, he's usually like the one that just like
APs.
looks at his cards for ages, looks at the board and tries to figure out the perfect strategy.
But the thing is, Kerr, so it was me, Kerr, Kami, Eric, and Kerr would be taking his turn, and I'm looking at the board going right. Kami takes his turn, like Eric takes his turn, gets me, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, but that version. See the other two versions, I was fighting through them. I was like, I've got this. It just felt I couldn't plan a proper strategy, which really annoyed me. So yeah, no.
Well, I've only got the Century Spice Road version.
You've got the Gollum one, have you?
No, just Century Spice Road.
Eric was explaining the Gollum one is a version for colourblind people because the original.
But it is basically just Spice Road again.
Yeah. But apparently the original Spice Road is not colourblind friendly, so they created the Gollum one for that. So that's pretty cool.
But yeah, there's no. It's not like the Eastern one where it's a different game.
So yeah, we've been playing Gloomhaven. which
Yeah,
I
we've been
almost
playing
had the pleasure to play. Yeah.
Gloomhaven, but you've got
I've
Gloomhaven.
got a copy of
Oh, yeah.
Gloomhaven. I was missing components, so that I eventually got, but I've never actually cracked it open.
Oh wow, you need to like.
How did you know you were missing components
Well,
then?
I opened it up and I like,
You've never actually cracked it to play it?
yeah,
Huh.
because I was missing a couple of the first tiles for like the first scenario.
I always forget how big that damn box is.
I know. It's the time it takes to
Huge.
set up as well. Now we've been playing 5-player. We would do really well actually.
That's because we changed the difficulty. I think we should put the difficulty
I
back to what it
generally do.
was.
Mostly because I get more gold that way as well. But
No, like when we were playing it before, it seemed like insurmountable. We just
the first two
scraped
missions,
through,
the first two missions, we
and
just
it was
made
just like, and it felt good because
one
we
or two
just
of us were
scraped through.
exhausted, and we get out.
Whereas now we're just like, through, yeah.
Like, to the point where now I'm actually like, I might as well get involved and kill some stuff, and I killed a lot of stuff. Like, whereas normally I'm looting, letting you guys kill my loot. Hey, you had just as much as loot as I did this time.
No, I never.
You did. How many did you get this time round?
I like 6 or something.
Alright, okay, never mind.
Yeah. Nowhere near. What did you get? 18, something like that?
No, I had. Yeah, 18.
Yeah, it was something stupid. Yeah, I had about
No,
6.
16 because I had 32 I got 32.
Oh, that makes it better.
Yeah, it's 2 less.
That's almost the same.
But we're still killing stuff, so. But I was explaining to Eric that it's weird because what I like about it, I don't like cooperative games, but this is good. And I'm semi-cooperative, it has to be done right, but this is like the first 2 missions I had objectives of my own that were to loot gold and keep doors open so there's a monster every turn. Now, the one where I had to get the monster on the board at the start of every turn actually benefited us because I was opening doors which meant the monster came down and we killed them quicker, which was actually beneficial, even though I didn't really care about that point because I was trying to do my mission. Then the first one was looting, which was easy. The second one was to... I failed it, I can't remember what it was, but the last one we did, I had to make sure none of my friends exhausted, so I was more inclined to get involved and start killing people to try and keep you guys alive, and it worked. So I like the fact that I can choose not to be involved, or I can choose to be involved, but at the same time, it just makes the game interesting for me. I like it. I was quite, and even things like the standees don't bother me. Like I thought, oh, maybe a bit like because I played so many games like Arcadia Quest and stuff with so many miniatures and things.
Yeah.
I got so obsessed with miniatures on board. Miniatures aren't the all and be all of a game.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. They're
standees.
nice. They're pretty, especially if they're nicely painted
Yeah.
a lot. But yeah,
They won't affect the game at all. Like even the standees. The only thing I find with the standees is you have to kind of have a good look at them to see who's who. But
Yeah.
I figured if you had if all those standees were replaced miniatures, you'd still be looking at the miniatures to figure out who's who.
yeah.
Plus with the standees, you can put numbers on them as well, which makes it easy.
Well, they do have numbers on them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But in miniature, you'd have to like either stamp the base or become a pain in the ass. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Today I have brought with me the networks,
Which I've never played.
which you have in the shop now.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I might bring it in, let people play it. If they like it, they can maybe.
Grab a copy.
How many
Nice.
have you got?
3.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, the networks is a great game, and I was exposed to it the first time at the first UK Games Expo we went to, and was lucky enough to get a playthrough with the designer Gil Hova. And it is a fun game about being a network executive, running a TV channel, trying to figure out where your shows fit into your schedule, try to get the most amount of viewers. If they're not getting your viewers, you put them into the rerun section, and yeah, it's a fun game. And I love all every one of the cards of the shows is like just like a piss take, like a real show.
Oh, yeah, like a mock.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
So I'll get that on the table later on. I think I've got Port Royal in the bag as well. Port Royal.
Oh, yeah.
Port Royal.
Yeah, I enjoyed that game.
Yeah.
That's the one with the ships in the port.
Yeah.
It's the car. The
Yeah, so
coins
push
and
your
that.
luck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alexander Festa.
I think I've played it.
Yeah, you have played it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't remember. We play so many games now.
Yeah,
It's hard to
I know.
remember.
So yeah, that's what I've got with me today. You got anything nice for you?
I've brought Thunderbirds. Shane Rimmer, he was the guy that used to voice Scott Tracy in the
Okay.
original 1960 show. He died the other day.
Ah,
So
I know that.
I've been playing Sekiro Shadows Die Twice on my PlayStation.
I'm not going to talk about it. I don't have it, so no.
You wouldn't handle it.
I would.
You wouldn't.
I would.
Right, you couldn't play Dark Souls.
Just because it would look boring. It looked dull. It's a dull looking game overall. Like
Bit
it's
dark.
black.
It's black.
Dark Souls is black and grey. There's no colour in it. There's no
There's
enjoyment.
plenty of colour in it.
Yeah. Sekiro looks nice, it looks vibrant, it looks interesting. There's a bit of stealth, there's a bit of not stealth, you know what I mean? I seen the Chained Ogre by the way on YouTube. I looked that up.
Did you?
Yeah. Because it came up in my feed.
Did you like it?
It's pretty cool. The guy just took him down. He cheesed him. He jumped off the edge, stood the edge and just threw some kunais at him. Just like,
Right, well, I went against that thing for ages. Because I'm so entrenched into the Dark Souls way of playing, it took me ages to get the feel for Sekiro.
This again is why I think, not that I'm going to be better than you, I just think I'll
Oh
pick
no
it
no
up
no!
easier.
I'm all about Sekiro now.
But this is why I think I'll pick it up slightly easier than you have, because I've got no basis to start it on. You know, I'd understand if I played Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and then this, I'd be like, I'm stuck in this blocking style. Whereas I don't play games like that, so it'd be easier.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I look forward to a future podcast when you've played it.
Aye, and I'll be like, it was piss, no problem, enjoyed it, it's good. See, you wait and see.
Yeah, yeah.
Although I did download Cave Blazers on my Switch yesterday
Oh yeah.
because I need to get that.
Do you like it?
Well, I needed the roguelike death feel where you just die all the time. That's good.
Yeah, I've got
I
that.
don't care about dying. I just run through and I'm dead. Try again. And that's the problem. It's like try again.
The little people in it are quite cheeky.
Yeah, I've so far. What the hell's a Puma Stone for?
A what?
The Punish Stone, Puma Stone, or
A
whatever.
Puma stone. It's for rubbing dead skin off
Nah,
your feet.
in the game there's that stone that goes up and down. They call it Puma Stone or something. It just goes up and down. It does nothing, and it's driving me crazy. Just want to know what it does.
I can't remember.
Okay. I think I'll be good at Sekiro. You wait and see.
I listened to another Sloss and Humphreys podcast.
Good.
But yeah, I listened to. I thought
So
it was
I'm
episode
just-
2,
I'm good.
but it was episode 11.
I'm going to prefix with the fact that for anyone listening, that Sloss and Humphreys is an adult style. You probably want to.
Oh yeah.
Not let your kids listen to it.
Not
It's
safe
not
for
board
work.
game based. It's
Harry Potter based, I think.
it's a couple of adult comedians enjoying their afternoons.
Yeah, Daniel Sloss and
Kai Humphreys.
Kai
Who are
Humphreys.
two comedians. If you enjoy them, definitely listen to their podcast.
Yeah, very funny stuff.
Yeah,
But yeah, I managed to get another one of them listened to.
keep listening. It gets.
But yeah, episode 11, so I'm going
That's
to
a
go
bit
back.
weird. Like, see when you get so far and it just gets worse, and you're just like, yeah.
I finally understand what you're talking about with the muggles.
Yeah. Like, I'll tell you stories after.
Okay.
But yeah, so.
Anybody else been doing anything? You've been doing anything of interest, Iona?
Not really, just been playing Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley.
Have you seen the game My Time in Portia? Is it My Time in Portia?
Portia.
Whatever.
No.
It looks like Stardew Valley
3D. Actually, there's another game coming out that looks very much like Stardew Valley that I thought looked quite interesting. But it's like Stardew Valley in the post-apocalyptic realm, and you've got all these mad plants trying to eat you and stuff.
Huh?
It's called Atomic Crops.
Wait, did I not see that? Is that on the Switch?
I think it might be coming to the Switch.
I think I seen that on the Coming Soon thing.
Possibly.
And I just
Possibly.
ignored it 'cause
There's a little sort of cartoon intro
Yeah,
for it.
Ah.
No, it looked quite fun. So I've got my eye on that one coming out.
You get yourself a Switch. Just saying, Switches are good, handy. I think you get Stardew Valley on the Switch, can't you?
Can I hear a pigeon?
You
Yeah, it's
outside.
I couldn't tell if it was like your
What?
stomach or something. You're hungry or what?
Whose stomach sounds like a pigeon?
Well, I'm hearing it while you're talking, and it's
I bet if my stomach made that noise, I'd be like, right, I better go see a doctor. I wouldn't just be like, it's just a pigeon. I mean, I've got another Callie to tell you later on.
nice.
In fact, you know what I've said now.
Yeah.
So she was.
You need to give a bit of background to
So
Callie.
Callie is my 2-year-old daughter, and she is a brute and a monster, and she just does wicked.
She really
things.
is. She was a premature baby, but now she's like King Kong.
She's like, she just destroys things. She's sarcastic. Anyway, we went to go Dingway yesterday, and there was a bird stuck in a fence, a crow.
Did
So-
she try to eat it?
No, I went to try and help it, but it was
Aw.
really hard. So I phoned the SPCA. They got it anyway. On the way in the car, she's like, "Oh yeah, remember the time the seagull stole Mommy's sandwich?" I'm like, "Yes, this is a Blackpool seagull swooped down and stole the wife's sandwich." She's like, "I ate the seagull. It tasted like chicken," and my immediate reaction was, "Why would you say that?" Like, I genuinely for a moment had to pause and think, "Have you actually grabbed hold of a seagull somewhere and started chewing
Job.
on it? She's a monster." And she's
Because
just
she
like,
does. She eats everything, doesn't she?
anything. I've seen
Hand soap. You've
I've seen her
said.
eating the soap at the dispenser, eating tubes of toothpaste. She came through yesterday.
Didn't you say she ate sand or
Yep, she's-
dirt or something?
handfuls of sand from the beach. She came through yesterday. She'd been through in the kitchen, and she came through. I've got this. And I was like, what's that? She was eating it. It's a loaf crust of bread. I'm like, where'd you get that? And the wife like, the bin. She's sticking it, and we're like, you can't do that. And we try to explain, you can't eat the bin. She's like, why? I'm like, because you can't. She just like, she does this eye thing where she just closes her eyes real slowly as if to say, ugh, okay then.
She is brutal.
Oh,
though.
she's
She
amazing.
beats up her older brother, eh?
Oh yeah, he was annoying her, so she just grabbed him and pulled him by the hair across the floor, and he was screaming. I'm like, well, don't annoy your sister. So yeah, that was fun.
She's scary.
Oh yeah.
Thing is though, when you bring her in here, it looks like
Shy,
butter when they
yeah,
melt.
Shy, quiet. Yeah. She's chaos incarnate. Oh, she's amazing. So yeah, she said seagulls taste like chicken apparently.
Yeah.
Which to me won't put it past her. So yeah.
Yeah, just have a look around your back garden for like a
Just
seagull carcass.
When just left, like, I don't like that bit.
Yeah, like a cartoon chomp mark out of it.
So yeah. But yeah, it's been fair, like, for being busy but not much to talk about, if you know what I mean? Because, I mean, this has been 2 months to get to this. We're behind on YouTube. We're behind on Twitter, just trying to get time.
Now, Iona wanted to do some YouTube videos.
Yes, which
Yes.
we're going to sort out. Yeah, because that makes my life a little easier as
So-
well.
Recently unemployed.
So we'll have a new
Face. A prettier
face
face.
of Ellerium Games.
Won't be my scruffy mug all the time.
A prettier face. It wouldn't take much, really, would it?
You could get a log.
Than us pair
We're beautiful. In our own way.
inside. No, we're
Nah.
dark and broken
Toxic-
inside.
Toxic dumps inside. Like sewage. Nah. I mean, but yeah, no, we need to get some things going, especially with UK Games Expo coming up. So we
Yeah.
have to do stuff while
Are
we're
you
down
going to
there.
do some filming down there?
I'm gonna try and get Iona to do it all. She wants
Yeah,
to
you
do
just go about with it.
Mike, yeah, the little orange mic, and be like, hey.
Hi, can I get a couple of comments?
Yeah, it's weird though, because you got approached, and most pretty good though. They're really, a lot of the guys are quite happy to talk to anybody.
Oh yeah, they want to
We're
promote
like
the
coming on
game.
film and they're no bother, so yeah, it's fairly short. But it's nice to, like, some of them I'll try and chat to beforehand before I get down and arrange meets and stuff,
Yeah.
because it makes it just like I'll be here on Saturday at like 1 o'clock and then be there for that time. And like I met Dave Wright from Tabletop Scotland. We made time to sit and chat with Tabletop Scotland, which I can't make this year, which sucks. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so yeah, we're gonna get Iona involved.
Layla's not coming down, but she's coming back
Yeah.
because she's got a thing in Aberdeen, so she has to fly down.
Oh, okay. So you're
From
coming with us.
Aberdeen.
So you're coming with us.
Yeah.
Oh, she might be in the same flight as Gabby.
Oh, I should let her know. Maybe they can fly together.
Well, she's going down on the Wednesday night.
Oh, maybe not now. She's going Thursday.
because you're going down
Thursday.
Thursday. You flying?
This has just been a bit of a farce
Filler.
this
It's
morning.
more of a filler, this one, just to kind of get us back on track.
I'm just tired, and I was at a pub quiz last night.
Yeah. Oh, because Layla's been doing quizzes all week.
She's
or
done a week of, well, she didn't do Thursday night,
Oh.
but the rest of the teams were doing the Thursday night as well.
Yeah.
But she did like a week of quizzes. We were so close to winning. It came down to a tiebreaker,
Oof.
and it was like £100 gift card.
Oh, God. What was the tiebreaker question?
Right, so the tiebreaker was, when did Who Wants to Be a Millionaire first get broadcast? And they wanted the day, the month, and the year.
Who knows that information?
We were so close,
Who
and
knows?
then we changed it.
Who knows that information? Nobody. I would have
Right,
gone right.
we
I'd have
were-
said a Wednesday night.
We were 11 days out,
Right, a Wednesday
and we
night.
changed it.
That was on a Saturday, wasn't it?
Was it not Wednesday?
No, we didn't say what day. We were like the
date?
date.
The 12th of April, 1996.
Right. It was the 4th of September, 1998,
I was going to
Right.
say September, not.
and we put the 15th of September, 1998,
Oh, God.
and we changed it to 1996.
That sucks.
So the other team got it.
How were they
Because they were
closer?
closer.
Nice.
Because they got it in 1998.
Ouch. Sad times.
Yeah, sad times. That would have been a lot of cocktails.
So I don't do price quizzes. I ain't got that kind of knowledge.
You were doing a week of them.
I didn't. I just done it last night.
Yeah, no. Price quizzes too hard.
I was up at Dow's last night.
That what it was it? Crazy.
But yeah, they won. I think they won on the Monday, and then they just started getting progressively worse.
And then they like
And then-
ruined
and then-
sod it.
And then Friday we were so close. It was so close.
Yeah.
I like a pub quiz.
Yeah.
We should do a quiz in here one night. A
I've
board
thought
game
about that a
quiz.
few times, a board game quiz, see how many people get in. But then I'd have to.
Well, maybe not do a board game quiz. Maybe make it a nerd quiz.
Oh, yeah,
and have a
gen-
board game round or
like
something.
comics, board games, stuff like that.
Movies,
Yeah,
and
movies.
TV shows and stuff.
Just for speaking of movies, so to watch all the Marvel movies before the new one comes out, you'd have to spend 45 hours and 15 minutes watching them.
I ain't got time for that nonsense.
Well, you can cut out a few of them, like Iron Man 2 and 3 and 4.
All the Iron Mans, yeah, I agree with that. I can't stand Iron Man. I can't stand.
I like the first one.
I don't like the movies. Don't get me wrong, I like Robert Downey Jr. He's a good Iron Man, a good Tony Stark. The movies are garbage. But like, there's a whole, there's an actual progression of where to start. You start like Captain America, you go Captain Marvel, Iron Man.
Do you not watch them in release order?
No, because there's a chronological order to watch them in, so it gives you a timeline.
Why not just watch them in release order?
Because why?
It's not in chronological order.
So?
Yeah. Then you're kind of jumping back and forth. It's like jump skips.
Yeah, but sure, they're all terrible.
Not all of them.
Most of them.
Not all of them.
It's just people, again, it's superheroes. It's just people running about who've got crazy powers and can do crazy things, hitting other people who have crazy powers and crazy things.
But you could say the same thing about anything. Sunny. It's just 5 idiots that end up in the same situation every episode.
That's
But
true.
it's funny.
That's true.
But it's
But I'd rather watch Sunny than superhero movies.
Nah, mix of both. Sunny is good. Superheroes are good. Although some of the superhero movies lately have been kind of
Samey.
all trying to be funny. They all got squeezing all these jokes all the time.
And don't get me started on DC.
DC are beautifully dark.
Beautifully dark.
Yeah. Nah, DC.
Yeah, right. So if you're talking about like one of those craps that you have in the morning after you've been getting sozzled on Guinness all night, that's how dark
That's
they
a
are.
DC movie you're dropping off. Sending it off to Warner Brothers. Like, there's the next one for you.
Oh god. Layla sat and watched Batman vs Superman the other night.
Why?
Because she'd never seen it.
Well, that was stupid.
Yeah.
I'd rather nah.
I went to see that in the cinema.
I know, I did too.
I went to see it opening night, midnight showing.
Yeah.
And I walked out going, am I still in a dream sequence? How many dream sequences do you need in a movie?
People keep going on, but watch the Snyder cut. I'm like, no.
The Snyder cut? There's enough Snyder.
Apparently there's a
Cut Snyder out of it.
there's his version which is longer and it's got more. I'm like,
Longer? Who wants more of that?
it's awful, awful.
Jesus.
And then Justice League was at least slightly better, but still bad. Like Justice League was okay. I didn't get to the end and go, why did I watch? I got to the end and went, it was alright.
Oh no. I couldn't go back after that.
Yeah.
Why is Zack Snyder a thing?
I don't know.
All he makes is music videos. 90-minute music videos.
I had to think about 90 minutes. There's like, how long's 9 minutes?
It's an hour and a half.
Yeah, I realised that, but I was like, and then I thought to myself, but those movies are like 2 hours long.
You know what I mean?
No, you're
I'm
right.
talking feature length movie time.
So, yeah.
Yeah, he made that awful Dawn of the Dead remake, didn't he?
Did he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
That's probably one of his better
Yeah.
movies though.
It is.
That says a lot.
Sucker Punch, you ever seen that?
Oh, that's fucking awful. That movie was promoted so differently.
It's
that was
bad.
promoted as a pure fantasy action movie.
Although the lass in it looks like your wife.
Which one?
The main lass.
The blonde one?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
See, watch her in American. She's American Gods. Watch her in that. It's because she's got dark hair in that.
Aye,
It's like Tanya.
She's dead wife.
Yeah.
She dead wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's dead wife.
She's also the little girl in Lemony Snicket's movie.
I've seen that. Yeah, I've been watching that actually. Season 2 started, so I've watched the first episode of season 2.
Of Lemony
American
Snicket.
Gods.
Oh.
The showrunner left from season 1 to season 2.
The widow.
The
Brian Fuller, was he involved with that one?
Yes.
He seems to set things up and then scoot off to
Well,
something
I
else.
think he was annoyed because the Showtime, whoever makes it in America, wouldn't give him a bigger budget. So he left, and then Gillian Anderson left as well.
Yeah,
She
I
plays
heard that.
Media.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, there's new media now, isn't there?
Huh.
She was good in it.
Yeah. Don't like that. Don't like when they change things.
But I mean, it's still got Ian McShane, Lovejoy. Love a bit of Lovejoy. I've
No.
still got the Lovejoy box set sitting on my wish list on Amazon.
Just for that one day.
Oh, I'll get it one day.
How much is it like?
$35. It's not expensive,
It's
but
like Tyson buy it. Mr. Rich Bags. Thinks he's money bags at the moment, so we can buy it. Yeah. Nah, it's just so much but so little. So much has happened, so much has been done, but not enough to talk about, if that makes sense. Like, I've been busy running the shop.
so
running
we are just talking nonsense.
yeah, we're just gibbering on. So
And introducing Iona
I
to
want
the
to our world of media.
yeah.
So then
She's new media.
she's the new media. What would that make us then? Idiot 1, Idiot 2.
Old idiots. Yeah.
Toxic.
Yeah. morons who just won't stop talking.
Yeah, man, I still can't grasp that people listen to us as well. We've had over 200 downloads of our podcast.
200?
Yeah.
Are you joking?
No.
I thought we were just doing it for us.
Yeah. Half our podcasts average about 30 listeners.
Fair enough.
All right.
Hi, listeners.
All
We
right.
love you all.
Probably about 10 of them come to the shop and are us, but still.
That's not bad actually, because I don't listen to it.
Nah.
I started listening to it originally, and then I was like, well, I was in it,
I'll
so
listen to the first few.
But
But
memories.
the problem I have is
I might go back at some point in the future and listen. I don't like listening to my own voice though.
because I record it, then I have to listen to it, edit it, listen to it again, make sure it's all good, and then listen to it a third time. I did actually listen to the one we did last time because I was listening to a podcast and the podcast was to ended and we just came on automatically. I was like, I guess I'm in for this one, and I was like, yeah. And the whole way I was just like, oh, we're idiots. Like, why are we doing this? But yeah, let's keep doing it.
Yeah. Why not?
Because,
Something to do.
yeah, keeps people happy.
Does it?
Nah. I like to think that we're.
30 people happy, apparently.
See, when people say something.
I like to think they sit and listen to it and are just angry but can't help themselves. It's just anger
Just like,
listening.
how are these
Why is this a thing?
Why he's alive, but they keep listening because they want that little bit. It's like, see when someone tells you something, like they'll be like, "Oh, did you see that Betty saw Frances who had her husband die?" And you're like, "I now I've just forgot how to open my car door." You know what I mean? I like to think
Betty.
that I'm just making up nonsense, right? So I think we're talking so much nonsense, it's just pushing vital information out of people's ears, like just ruining them.
I can see that.
I think that's where we'll leave it.
Yeah, well, thanks for listening to
Our
To
over
the
200
podcast.
listeners, so
Yeah.
appreciate it. And I'm sure we'll get back on track at some point. Tyson's adamant he's going to help us get a schedule or whatever and get a better setup.
Is it? A schedule?
Yeah, he was moaning at us. We need a schedule, but you should be in town soon, so it should make it easier.
Yeah.
But now I almost got
But we could even do it midweek or whatever. We
Yeah.
could do it.
Wednesdays.
We could mix it
Okay.
up.
But I almost got to see behind the scenes and see our ghetto set up and our.
Yeah. You get to see the men behind the curtain.
Frightening sight.
Men's a very loose term.
Yeah.
Pair of idiots is what we are. Man. We love it. So yeah, so it's a goodbye from me, Jason,
Goodbye from me, Breck, and
A goodbye from me, Iona.
who will return.
yeah,
Enjoy.
in video form hopefully.